Hey y'all! Just Danica Vlogs. So today is Michaela's birthday and we were supposed to do a vlog together, but she's out hanging with her friends and decided not to vlog. So super sick. Thanks, Michaela, for being super great and keeping your promises. Okay, so I recently made a purchase, as in about 4 days ago. I bought myself a MacBook Air. I also am wearing my I've lost my other pair of glasses in my room somewhere. So I'm wearing these ones, so they're a bit different, and they also kind of attract, maybe it's because where I'm sitting, I don't know, but if you can't ever see my eyes, that's okay, but I don't feel like putting contacts in. Anyways, I bought the MacBook Air 13-inch, and I'm still learning how to use it, so I don't really have a review yet, other than right now I'm in love with it, and I kind of bought it to write. And it's, first of all, it's Friday and it's 5 o'clock right now. It's probably gonna be like 8 o'clock by the time this is posted. But I was gonna do a Tofino vlog, and I know a lot of you might be waiting for it, but Brendan and I still haven't sat down and done it together because we're both super busy and he has to help me, so we still haven't done that yet. But so I was kind of like a last minute, oh my god, I realized it was Wednesday and I'm like, it's supposed to upload tomorrow and I have no footage. So I'm just gonna read my valedictorian speech. So I thought all this afternoon about what to vlog about, and Michaela and I were supposed to do a vlog together and she bailed because I didn't want to do it with her friends. I just wanted her and I to do it. But she was like, I don't even know. She just didn't want to be a part of it anymore, I guess. So she isn't. So I was literally left about 20 minutes ago, like, what am I going to vlog about? And then, so as I was like scrounging for what to vlog about, literally watched a vlog video, and I don't even know, he was like, vlog about something you've overcome. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to get too deep yet. Like, this is vlog number 4. I'm thinking like vlog 15, I'll get deep. I decided to read my valedictorian speech. So for those of you who don't know, at Timberline, there was 5 of us who were nominated for valedictorian. It was Kaylee Addison, Matt Hampton, Connor Hogg, Kenzie Braden, and I. And Kenzie Braden won, but I don't know. I literally don't know what else to do, and like I have my valedictorian speech typed up on my computer because I have it on my Google Docs. So I was like, I'm scrounging, and I'm writing a story, or not really a story. I'm writing like a book, and it happened to be that I was writing my book, and I'm like, well, I could read my book, but I'm like, it's not really where I want my book to be. So I was like, I'll just read my valedictorian speech. It'll be a quick like 7-minute video, but at least it's not a 19-minute video like my last one. My mom came home, so I had to come down to my room. So like I was saying, Kenzie Braden won valedictorian, and I was literally scrounging for vlog footage, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't even think of yesterday because I was like, oh, Michaela and I are going to do a video today. And then she ditched me for her friends. And then that's what I was thinking, because me and Brennan was like, it's vlog day, what are you going to do? And I was like, tomorrow I'll make a vlog with Michaela because that's what the plan was. Then the plan failed, and now I was scrounging for footage. So when I was writing my book, I came across my valedictorian speech, and I was like, why don't I just read this? It's gonna be like, makes it like a 10-minute video, 5-minute video, whatever. It's not that long. Anyway, so how I got nominated was Mr. Morrow. I was headed back to the yearbook room, and Mr. Morrow saw me, and valedictorian was something that I didn't really know a lot about when I first started at Timberline. I was like, what is valedictorian? And then we were talking about it in our Social 10 class with Horacio, and then I found out what a valedictorian was. So the valedictorian represents the grad class and speaks for them at the commencement. And I was like, well, that'd be cool, like speaking in front of people. Like I've never ever really had a problem with it. So then I was like, okay, like it'd be cool. And then this year came around and I was like, okay, I kind of think I want to be valedictorian. Like I think it would be fun. So I told all my close friends about it and they all voted for me, they voted for me and then I became nominated. And then Mr. Morrow came up to me in the hallway and was like, you've been nominated for one of the 5 people you've been selected by your grad class as a nominee for valedictorian. There's you and 4 others. And I was like, okay. And he's like, the day for your speech is April 25th, I feel like it was, or something. And you need to have a speech prepared on what grad means to you. And I was like, okay. So while I was preparing for my valedictorian speech, the yearbook was due in a week after the valedictorian speech was to be made. So I was so focused on the yearbook, and then I would stay up, I would like get home from school, and then I would just constantly work on the yearbook, and then till about 11 o'clock at night I'm like, okay, valedictorian speech time. And then I would stop and go to sleep and then wake up, and then it would be yearbook all day and then valedictorian speech at night. And I did that for about 3 weeks, and I think I wrote and rewrote my valedictorian speech 4 or 5 times because I couldn't like it. I didn't like it. I couldn't fall in love with the speech. And then it was the day before. I still hadn't finished it. I was like 3/4 of the way done. I didn't know how to end it. Brendan had came over the night and I was sitting on my bed and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do good at this. Like, I'm nervous. And he's like, he was driving me to school the next day for it, and I like skipped A block, and I just remember being really stressed, and the yearbook was getting due, and I didn't think I was going to make the yearbook deadline, and then we wouldn't have a yearbook. And anyway, so it was a really stressful 3 weeks before, but Kenzie won. She deserved it. She did great. But yeah, so I'm just going to read mine, and then, I mean, it's whatever. Like, I literally have nothing else to vlog about because I need to prepare myself more. I think that's what I need to spend the week thinking of what to vlog about. So, like, I'm off work next Wednesday and Thursday, so I think I'm going to force Brendan to come here Wednesday night. And we're just going to power flu, or I don't even know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Okay, so I'm going to read this and we'll go from there. Good afternoon, fellow graduates of 2018. Today, we become Timberline graduates. The home of the Wolves is now the homes of the doctors, the actors, the lawyers, the teachers, the dancers, and the nurses. 4 years ago, we came into Timberline not knowing the crazy, amazing, memorable journey us as a grad class would travel on together. And what is now important is that we are here today celebrating our triumphs, our achievements, our victories as individuals and as a grad class. Each of us has had our own unique experience within these last 4 years of high school, a combination of good times and bad times, times of laughter, and of course times of last-minute studying for exams which we forgot about after a long weekend, but thank God for early morning Tim's runs. Many of us belong to the school district since we started kindergarten. 13 years ago, this was the journey. This was the first day of school and the commencement of our journey. Parents and grandparents walked us to the bus stop and took roughly 1,000 photos. For 6 years after the first day of school, we were blessed with intense games of Foursquare at recess, Halloween parade, the Halloween parade where all the students had the opportunity to showing off their best costumes, and the Scholastic book catalogs where kids only bought the books that came with the incredible accessories. Through it all, elementary school was the first step of our travels. Before we knew it, we came together in the scary hollow halls of middle school, and although many of us came from Southgate, there are a few of us from Phoenix, including myself, but I think it's safe to say that middle school was an uncomfortable, weird, and awkward part of our lives, so with that, I'll just move on. 9 years later, we're sitting in the theater listening to Mr. Morrow welcome us to our first week of grade 9. And here we are, now 4 years later, sitting here, listening to us 5 valedictorians' speeches. Through the years of Timberline, we have learned a few things together. For example, if you need to get Miss Fonaghy's attention, call her Sabrina. If you don't feel like doing anything in Mr. Horaccio's class, get him talking. Mr. Morrow is nothing but a big friendly giant, and Miss Yubiako looks as though she could be Amy's mom. But even though we learned all these things together, Timberline grad class didn't really become close until this year, when we rejoined in the theater in the first couple weeks of school, and Mr. Moore explained to the grad class that we wouldn't allow our parents to come to our prom because of the expense of last year. Although it didn't turn out the way we thought, our parents still got to come to prom, and no one had to dance in the middle of the road while cars raced by. When I was asked, what does grad mean to me, the first thing that came to my head was stress, not sleeping, spending most of my check on morning coffees at Liz's, and staying up to the late hours making sure the yearbook was everything it needed to be. But once I sat down and thought about it, I realized what grad means to me. It means making the memories I'll tell my children about. It means growing up, pushing yourself to the last little bit of high school and saying goodbye to your childhood and hello to the adult world. It means holding on to the moments we've had for the past 13 years and not being able to forget them. When we leave the gymnasium, we will take and pose for pictures and maybe shed a few dozen tears. We will probably do more hugging than we are comfortable with, but we cannot say no to our grandma. After we leave here tonight, parties will happen and celebrating will occur. It may not be until tomorrow when we get the dazed feeling of amazement that this chapter of our lives is finally over. I would like to thank the people who have nominated me and the people who helped me find something to write. I would like to thank my friends for getting me through this past few years. High school has been a dream, and unfortunately it has come to an end. But I think it's safe to say for most of us, we won't ever forget the moments we spent together, whether it be sitting in the cafeteria at lunch, or being on an ODA trip with Steve, spending it practicing lines, or being in the yearbook room. This grad class has become closer in the past few months. I wish us the best last month and a half. I wish us an amazing journey, and with that, I would like to thank those for the nomination again, and wish the best of the grad class of 2018. Congrats, guys. We did it. So, that's my speech. That's all I really have to say about it. I didn't care for the ending part, like the middle, where I was talking about, like, I don't even know, stupid shit. Okay, well, it won't let me scroll up right now. But the part where I'm talking about before, when I was asked what grad meant to me, I wasn't a huge fan of that part. I really enjoyed my beginning and my end. But yeah, I don't know. Again, like, I'm not upset that I didn't win. I think I would have been more stressed if I had won because I was dealing with the yearbook. And then the pressure of it coming out and then finishing up. But, yeah, so that's kind of it for today. It wasn't really too entertaining. It was literally just me talking and reading my speech to you guys, which I'm sure most of you have already heard. But, yeah, so I'm done. Short video today, but hopefully we have something better hopefully I have something better for you next week. Give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Even if you just view this video, thank you. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Okay, see ya.